It's Valentine's Day, and I decided to do kind of a punk rock, black and pink, off the cuff feel. If you want to see how I did it, keep watching. So, if you caught my little snippet for Try It Tuesday that you know I'm doing a Valentine's Day look, I'm going to do kind of a hot pink, black, punk rock. It's not going to be what I'm going to wear on Valentine's Day. But if you're adventurous and you want to go over the top, this is the look for you. So, what have I done? First of all, let me get comfortable here. Okay, hopefully I'm still on camera. I have done my foundation, my contour, and my eyebrows, and that's it. And usually I use, those of you who know me know that my brow foo is very weak, and so I use stencils and stamps because I don't have any eyebrows left. And usually I use the Auburn shade of Mad Love, which I absolutely adore, but it is a cream form foundation or a cream makeup product, so it does come off a little shiny. And I'm not delusional. I know these eyebrows don't look natural. They don't look real. I don't have any. I paint them on every day. So, but the shiny, as much as I love the Mad Love, that kind of reflective shine looks even less natural. So I used today this thing from a company called Young Vision. I believe it's probably Korean or Chinese. It is in the shade Natural Brown, which is actually a little more auburn. It's not a perfect match because dyed red hair. But it's a little more auburn than the Mad Love's auburn, even though it's natural brown, and it's powder. Now, pros and cons. The Mad Love stays better. It's cream base, and it sets down better, and it doesn't smudge or smear. It's really good. It's not difficult to remove, but it doesn't just rub off when you touch your eyebrow. This is powder. And if I did this right now on my brow, it would be gone. It definitely blends easier. It's not shiny. It looks a little bit more natural. If I went in with a pen and drew some natural little hairs, it would look even more real. But it's not going to last. So, pros and cons. Take that where you want it. So this is a Valentine's Day look, and I am going to do... I was going to do a red and black look, but I think I want to go a little bit more pink. And I'm wearing pink, and so I'm going to do a pink look. So again, foundation, contour, eyebrows. Let's get started with cheeks. Let's do the rest of our face, and then we'll do the eyes, which is backwards. I should really do the eyes first and then the rest of my face because there's going to be a lot of fallout. But no. You know me. I do everything backwards. So for blush, I am going to use, for my contour, you know, I use the Dermacol foundation to cover my melasma. So, and I already talked about my brow product. So for contour, I use my Flower Nose Choco Girls Chocolate Shop contour palette. It's a highlight palette as well. It has a highlighter in there. It's very beautiful. It is my new favorite. You know, affordable. I love the e.l.f. powder contour. If you're down with cream, that's great. I really should get used to cream because it's better for older skin. It's more hydrating. It's softer. It blends a little bit better and doesn't settle in creases as much as long as it's set down properly. But I don't like cream products. I like powder contours. Those are the ones I'm more comfortable with. So e.l.f. has been my go-to forever. But I like this one because it's very gray toned and not too bronzy, and a bronzy one is nice in the summer, but this is great for winter. I'm going to be using my ColourPop Powder Puff Girls blush in the shade Fighting Crime, which is a very bright pink. So let's go ahead and dive into that. So I'm taking a doe color, my doe color blush brush in 107, and I'm just going to lightly tap into this, and I'm going to start light and darken up. I don't know how deep I want this, but I know that it's really intense. It's a bright pink. So we're going to start light and build up. I do want it a little more intense, but not crazy. Take it back into my temple because I do want it to go into my hairline. Yeah, that's pretty intense. It's bright pink, but build up slowly. ColourPop is pretty pigmented, so you definitely want to build up slowly. But I do want it, like I said, a little more pigmented than I usually wear it for this look. So, there. That's pretty good. I could even go a little more for camera. Ooh. Oh, I didn't tap this out quite enough. I'm going to have to blend a lot more. So I can make this match this, but you notice how this is almost exactly where this is. And it took me like 3 or 4 swipes to get here. But yeah. And this color in particular is super bright. Super bright. So build up. I'm going to put a little on my nose. It's February. It's Valentine's Day. And I want to get a little bit of that cold girl kind of feel. But I'm not doing, this is definitely over the top. This is not that cold girl look, which is a little natural and relies solely on the color of the blush. But I'm going to put a little in through here and just kind of get that feel going. And then I am going to highlight with my Kat Von D Alchemist Holographic Palette in the shade Pink Opal. So I love this palette. I've used this a lot. I don't know what I'm going to do when it runs out because I think it's been discontinued. And if you look, you can see Pink Opal is the one I've used the most. But I'm going to do it again because it's my favorite. So, Pink Opal. I'm going to right on the tip of my nose because you know me, I love to glow greater than the gods. So, I love that nose boop. It makes me so happy. Now, I will say when I first got this palette, I thought it was one of the shiniest, most brilliant highlighter palettes. I have used some that are so much shinier in colors since then. But I will say that the colors are so nice on this, and it's great for a soft look. So I'm just going to take it here. It's definitely very pink. The colors are beautiful, and I want this look pink. This is going to be a pink and black look. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit right in here, just below my 11s, my 1. Just because I don't want to accentuate my wrinkles, but I do want to kind of highlight and take it down my nose, and there you go. And I'm going to take a little over my lip. I'll probably reapply this later once I get my lipstick on. Okay, but there is my complexion done. Now let's get started on the eyes. This is going to be a pink and black look. And mostly I'm using my Beautiful Disaster palette. And it's beautiful. And honestly, okay, good and bad. Let me be frank. I have not used this palette yet. This is a first impression. But I have swatched a few of the colors. One of the colors I swatched was the color Stealth, which is the black, and I'm disappointed. Just because I'm disappointed in the quality of that one color. The others swatched that I did swatch, I didn't swatch all of them, but the others that I have swatched beautifully. You can get good blacks. You have to look for a good black, and having a grayish black is not uncommon. Blacks are hard. But the product line does beautiful things, wonderful things to empower women. They give back to the community. And I really would encourage just to support women, just to be an empowered woman, empowering women. This is a worthwhile purchase. But I am going to use a different black from my MAC Black Panther palette. I'm going to use the shade Onyx, which is the black in here, to get the black that I want. Okay, so having said that, the first thing I'm going to do is take a pair of tweezers, and I've got these Stuck on You facial heart-shaped stickers that I got from Dolls Kill, and I'm using them more as templates. They come in various sizes, and I want to dust around them. So I'm going to place a few strategically to get where I want the heart shapes to be when I am done with this look. And these bitches are a little hard to get off. I'm not going to lie, they're not. There we go. So I'm taking my tweezers, pulling them up, and deciding where I want these hearts to be. And what I'll probably do is film one eye entirely and then do the other eye off camera, because heck, just figuring out where I want the hearts to go is going to take a while. So that's the largest heart, and then I'm going to go in with a smaller one, if I can get it off of the paper. And I'm probably going to move that over right here, because of my hood. I don't want the tiniest one. I don't want this one to get buried in my hood. So I'm going to place it right here. I'm just going to use the warmth of my body right now to secure them, because I don't want them moving around when I'm pushing brushes over them. And now I'm going to take the smallest one. Okay, so I got it on, and I'm just using my body heat to put it in place, and I'm just going to leave them right where they are. And how they look is what we get. Alright, so for this, I am going to go in with my Beautiful Disaster. I'm probably going to use a little sticky tape just as a guideline. No, you know what? I don't. I want this to be very soft. So I'm going to rely solely on my brush scales, which is risky. But I'm going to do it. So I'm relying totally on my brush scales. I'm going to try and create the upward, but because this is so low, and we'll see if I can get this even, we're just going to work with what we got here. So I'm going to use the shade Unapologetic as my first transition shade. And this is a neutral. It's going to be, actually no, I'm going to use Angel. Angel's slightly darker. It's a light brown. Let me see. Yeah. And it's going to be my transition shade. And I'm just going to start to kind of create my little feather out and the shape of the brow, or the shape of the eye, what I'm going for. So we're just going to kind of hope that those stickers don't move. And you probably won't even see this. This is just really to kind of cast a shadow and create a transition shade, a transition powder, so that when I go into the pinks, it blends nicely. All right. Now using a slightly smaller fluffy brush, but about the same, slightly smaller, I'm going to go into the shade Punk Princess, which is this hot pink. Alright, and we're going to see what I can create. I really don't have any plan for this. We're just going to find out how this turns out. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But I want it to be pink and black. That's the only thing I know. So hopefully these stickers don't budge. And I'm going to be going in with this pink a lot. So, guys, I really need you to help me out. I'm thinking about changing the format of my videos. I do a lot of tutorials and I talk about what colors I use and what products, and you just watch me blend, blend, blend. But I don't talk about a whole lot. So, and honestly, it's uncomfortable. Oh, see? So here we go. We were talking earlier about the brows. I completely digressed. But you see how when I hit them, I'm going to have to go back and touch that up. Yeah, I'll do it off camera, but you can see because it's powder, it's fading out. That's the one thing about Mad Love, is it doesn't do that. So if you're going to go with this, this is my Try It Tuesday. So I'm doing this, I'm filming this on Tuesday, January 31st, by the way. But this is my first time using the powder as my stencil, and I already see problems. So I will fix it, but yeah, there we go. My first impression of that. But in the meantime, going back in with Punk Princess, and I'm still working up that pink. I really want it nice and bright. So I'm thinking about kind of changing up the format. I don't know, like, You know, there's Bailey Sarian who talks about murder, makeup, and Mystery Mondays, and she's got some great content. And then there's, you know, Crew Trime, and there's just, you know, people who talk about all kinds of things. And I don't really know what I bring to the table, but I know that this is kind of getting stale. You know, it's feeling a little boring to me. It's got to be feeling boring to you. I can talk about a lot more. I've got a lot more to say. I mean, I got a lot to say about every flippin' thing. But I really don't know what you want to hear. Going into my Black Panther palette now. Actually, no, I'm going to go into the color Brave, which is slightly darker. It's more of a magenta, kind of cranberry color. This was the one I just used. I'm going to just deepen that up, and I'm going to take this and focus it around those stencils. So I'm just kind of like building the color up around the heart stencils in the outer V. So I just don't know, like my husband thinks I should do relationship advice. Who am I to tell you guys relationship advice? I mean, I can give you some stuff. I can certainly tell you what it's like to live with an alpha male. I can tell you what it's like to be married to a few losers. Maybe some of you can relate. I can tell you about some of my past relationships. But as far as relationship advice, I don't know that I'm qualified. But there's lots of things I'd like to talk about. Alright, so having built that up, I am going into my MAC Black Panther palette, and I'm going to go into the color Onyx, the black, and I'm really focusing this in the outer V and around those stencils. So pop it in the comments. What would you like to hear about? I really want to know, you know, what formula, format, storyline, content would you like to see? I'm trying to build my channel. I got less than 100 subscribers. I don't know what I have to talk about other than, you know, being, 52 years old and having fun with makeup and not wanting to just lay down and wear matte colors all the time. But what do you want to hear me talk about? Do I have anything to say to you guys? Can I reach you at all? What do you want to talk about? What about a mutual back and forth kind of format? Like maybe at the end of every video, I give you a suggestion of what subjects I'd be interested in discussing, and you tell me what you want to hear, or you put it in the comments. Put it in the comments in this video. What do you want me to talk about? I have some diehard friends who watch no matter what. I have some people who actually want the tutorials. And then I've got friends who are like, I'll subscribe because I love you, but I don't wear makeup, so it doesn't really reach to me. And I think that I can talk about more than makeup, even though, let's face it, I'm kind of obsessed with makeup. And specifically brushes. But, yeah, what do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? What interests you? Alright, so I'm trying to fade out, and what I'm going to do is after I get the black where I want it, I'm going to go back in with the pink. Probably the Punk Princess Bright Pink. I'm not happy with that cranberry, but I'm really liking the bright pink black contrast. Just going to take that black just a little into a V. And I'm going back in with Punk Princess from the Beautiful Disaster palette. And we're just going to kind of feather that out, especially underneath. So I started my new job yesterday. I was off today because I had a follow-up doctor's appointment. I'm fine. It was just an FU. But I like it. The people are really nice. I've only been there a day, you know, I really can't judge. But everyone was super nice to me. Alright, I'm taking Punk Princess into my inner lid too, just to smudge that out even more. I want this look very blown out. And I'm going to extend this out to my... I'm going to extend it out to my temples a little. My birthday was yesterday. I celebrated the 12th anniversary of my 40th birthday. Do me a favor, if you actually do the math on that, please don't put it in the comments. I have mentioned that before. Alright, so I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going to use my Benefit Super Stay, or sorry, my Benefit Stay Don't Stray Light Medium Eye Concealer, just to cut the crease. And of course I'm going to cheat and use my Broken Eyelash Curler. I don't even know what brand it is, but it's rainbow. But what I like about it is it has a perfectly curved top. Doesn't have any notches or ridges in here, so it's really great for just press, stamp and draw. So I'm going to take the concealer brush. Actually, I'm not going to take my concealer. I'm going to take a concealer brush, but I'm going to use the wand. I think I'm running out of this product. I need to get more product. But I'm going to use the wand and just take it on half of my curler, my broken curler. Look straight ahead and decide where I want this crease to be and stamp. It's a little higher, but it'll work. I can make this work. I had a great birthday. Stephanie, I miss you. I'm sure you're watching this after the fact. It's my Valentine's Day look, but I had a great birthday. Went to karaoke, had a lot of fun. Did a kind of black look because 52. I had black lips and a really black kind of retro 90s look, but I went totally goth, trad goth, and just felt my age. It was a retro look for sure. So now I'm just using the warmth of my fingers to press this in and blend it out. Okay, nothing fancy. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the black just to carve that out a bit. And then just above that, I'm taking the brush that I used to apply Punk Princess and just one tap into the brush, tap it out a lot, and just blend out the black. I'm not even going over where I put the eye primer. Yeah, totally going to have to redo these eyebrows. Okay, and then with my finger, I'm going in with the Beautiful Disaster shade Grace, which is this kind of warm, rosy shimmer right here. And I'm going to use my fingers just to get the most payoff. And I'm going to do that just into the Punk Princess here. It's not super shimmery, but it's a really soft kind of ethereal shade. Okay, and then I'm going to use a different finger and going in with the shade Angel, which is this shimmer right here. I'm going to take that in the inner corner. Oh, that's pretty. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. It's good for the price, but really you're paying for the cause more than the quality. But it's workable. I like it. I'm liking this look so far. I'm going to get a little black eyeliner on. Actually, no, I'm going to curl my lashes first, do some mascara, and then I'm going to do black eyeliner because I'm going to use my Lash Glue black eyeliner. I don't want to take these stickers off to the very end because I want to know where they're going to be. So, okay, my lash curler. Where is my little lash curler? So I bought a lash curler from MAC. Where we're better than you. Thank you, Johnny Ross. I keep quoting you. I want to make sure I'm crediting you because that's not original, but it is hysterical. Johnny Ross, if you haven't checked him out, both his TikToks and his YouTube channel and his podcast, Beautiful and Bothered, they're wonderful. I'm going to tag him, like hashtag, and maybe put a few links for some of these things because he's great. It's a little half lash curler. For me, it's actually a third lash curler, but I got this lash curler from MAC, and I'm using it because I don't, as much as I love this lash curler that I got, Face Maybe Buy It, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, and if you have large eyes, I highly recommend it because it has these great little teeth in it that grip and separate your lashes, so when you curl them, they are just beautifully fanned out. It's a wonderful eyelash curler, but my eyes are too small for it, and so my eyelashes don't all fit in it. So this one is nice because I can come in and do just parts of my lashes at a time, ensuring that I curl every single lash. So the outer lash, inner lash, or the middle lash. Trying not to grab my skin. And the inner lash, which are very fine and small, but this is tiny, so it allows me to get into those really small lashes and get them curled up. And it curls really well. In fact, a problem I usually don't have is getting mascara droplets on my upper eyelid. This curls so well that it's been happening. So, to try and aid in that, I'm going to take a spoolie and just comb through them real quick. I'm still going to probably have a problem, but yeah. And then I'm going in with my Thrive Cosmetics. It's not a first impressions, but I should do a what do I think about this product, because it's something that, Facebook made me buy. I haven't done a Facebook made me buy it on it yet, and I should. But for now, we're just going in with my liquid lash extensions, Thrive Cosmetics in black, in Bryn, which is black. It's the blackest black they had. And starting with my lower lash line. Now, normally, I just curl my... this is going to be problematic. Hold on. I do this every time. Every time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Coming up. There you go. So what's making it problematic is that now my lashes are extremely curled. And when I put my lash glue liner on, I'm probably going to get it in my lashes. The other problem is when I miss a lash, it's more noticeable now. Like, I've got one here I didn't quite curl. Alright, let me re-dip real quick. Swirl, don't pump your mascara. You all know that, man. I don't know why I even say that. That's something everybody knew in the 80s. I really want to make sure, because I'm going to put on a half lash so I get this real wide wing. But I really want to make sure, because of that I'm coating my inner lashes, because I'm not going to have any falsies on them. And I want to try and tie them in as much as I can. And I don't have much in the way of lashes. So I'm going to get that coating really well. Now, as far as the outer lashes, I'm not too worried about the lengthening of it. I just want to make those roots really dark and black so they blend in with the band. So if I don't get them as long as I usually do, that's okay. Here's where I really want to focus that lash, that mascara. Okay. So I'm going in with my lash glue liner that I actually got from the Dollar Lash Club. If I can find it. There it is. That I actually got from the Dollar Lash Club. Every time they send me new lashes, they send me more liner. And I love it. I also, if you don't have the Dollar Lash Club, Kiss makes a great one. What I like about Kiss better than any others right now is that they're the only ones I found with a clear lash glue liner. All the other ones are black, so I'm out of the clear. I need to order some. But for this, I want a black liner, so it's not a problem. Again, bringing the mirror up and getting some liner on. Now, I'm going to line all the way into my inner lash line, even though I'm only putting on half lashes, just because I want the black liner. It will dry down and not be tacky eventually, but it is going to start out tacky. So I'm going to make sure I don't touch it where I don't want the lash liner to be. And if I have to go in and touch up after I put the lashes on, I will do that with my liquid liner. I have a Physicians Formula liquid liner that I like a lot. Just going to take this. I don't want to wing because I'm going to pull off those stickers. So I'm just going to make the tiniest little nubby wing. And let me put the cap back on this. I'm sorry if I'm going blind, guys. And I'm getting old. I'm getting old. And so I have to get like right up in my face. And I realize I probably just blocked you all out. So I'm sorry, but you see me apply my lashes a million times. For this, I'm using my Dollar Lash Club lashes in the style Ivy. But I have cut them down extreme. Okay, so they're about a half lash now. So they're a lot shorter than they were on the outsides, and they aren't going to go all the way to my inner corner. So I want to make sure I'm taking this to the outer corner of my eye. So I got my tweezers here. And again, I'm going to do this from the side because I'm going to have to get close. I'm taking it right to my outer lash. And I'm making sure it touches there first because I want to really line it up. I've worn these before, and so right now I don't think they're sticking that well, which is really bumming me out. It's really bumming me out, man. Oh no. Alright, so I got it lined up where I want it, and I'm just tapping it in to make sure it's how I want it. And then I'm just going to tamp it down a little bit with my fingers so the warmth of my finger kind of sets that glue. Oh no. Okay, going with my Physicians Formula eyeliner. It's a waterproof eye booster waterproof ultra fine liquid eyeliner. I'm just gonna line over so it all looks neat and tidy, just together and seamless. I want a nice smooth line right over the lash band, and that's it. I want a nice bright inner eye, and so I'm going in with my Miraness Forbidden Ink eyeliner, and it is in the shade Addiction 10, which is kind of a cream shade. It's not quite white. It looks whitish, but it's a little more skin tone for me. I don't want to be cartoony. I just want to be bright. Okay, and I want a little more highlight in my inner corner. So I'm going back in with my Alchemy palette. And I'm going to get the pink shade, Pink Opal, again on my ring finger. And I'm just going to pop it in my inner corner. Just to get a little illumination. And I want to stay in that pink. Alright, so I'm going to leave these on. And I'm going to touch up this brow. Finish this eye off camera. We'll do the big reveal after I'm all even. Okay? Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, so I have done my lashes, my eyeliner, and before I carry on with the big reveal, I'm going to do my lips. And for that, I'm dipping into my palette Opoly. If you remember, if you watched that video where I played the game from Paletopoly, Ace Beauté's Paletopoly, there was a pink shade that I had to use that I wasn't sure I loved, but it is perfect for this look. And so I'm going to use the Paletopoly Poly Liquid Lipstick. And before I do that, though, I'm going to line my lips with my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil, or Eye Pencil, in black. I'm going to do a ombre look with black and pink. So, because I know if I lean forward, I won't be able to be on camera, I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. And I have to go very light with this. It's very, very rich, very creamy. Glides on super smooth. And it's going to be intense. Now this isn't perfect, but I'm going to go in with a brush and kind of smudge it out. So if it's not completely perfect, it's going to be okay. Perfect. I'm using my dough color lip brush 179. I'm going to kind of tilt to the side a little here. And we're just going to smudge that out. And what I'm doing is drawing down. And in. On the lower lip, it'll be up and in. When I have that smudged where I want it, I'm going to go in with my color, and we're going to fill that in the middle where I've left a nude lip. So going back in with the hand mirror. I'm just going to rub them together. Close enough. Alright, lips are done. I went ahead and did a little concealer around them off camera. I think I still have some dark color, but you know, it is what it is. So we're going to go in with my tweezers, and now it's time for the big reveal. Here's the thing. Here's the Valentine's look. This is what makes it, I mean, it's pink and black. I mean, it's Valentine's, but here's what makes it a Valentine's look. So let's go ahead and do the big reveal and see how this came out. They really do stick, man. They're pulling, like they're making my eyes water. They're so tight on there. Ooh, I'm liking this so far. I don't know if it's because I'm right-hand dominant, but this side is much easier. Okay. Ooh, yes, queen. Loving this, loving this. All right, so we are going to do a little bit of gold shimmer in those hearts. So first things first, I'm going to go in with my Hendayan glitter glue. It's a glitter primer. And I'm going to use a very small brush. Okay, so I'm going to use a couple small brushes. So the first thing I'm doing is my Hendayan glitter primer. It's a glitter glue. And this is going to be challenging because especially with a really, really tiny, tiny heart, that's going to be an issue. So I'm going to take a little of the glitter glue, glitter primer, onto the tip of my brush. I'm probably ruining my brush forever. I'm sure if I wash it off with water, I'll be fine. And I'm going to grab a mirror. I may end up doing the other one off camera, we'll see, but just touch a little bit. The tiniest heart is the hardest. Just going to touch a little in there, and then just paint it in to these cutout hearts. And the hard part is making sure that I don't smudge the heart with the glue. And I think I did that with the smallest one, but we'll see. And then I'm going to go in with my Bolive, Bolive. I think it's supposed to be Believe Beauté in the shade Rose. It's a rose gold chunky glitter. And I'm just going to dip the tip of another fine point brush into the glitter and just dab it onto the glue. So I want to make sure I get some on the brush. And for the little one, I don't care if I get any of the chunky glitter. I'm just going to be happy if I get any of the glitter. And just pop a little of that glitter into the hearts. And I'm not getting a lot of the chunky pieces. I think if I wanted to do that, I'd probably have to go with my finger. Although I've got a few on this brush. We'll see. Ooh, yes. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. And there we have it. So I'm just going to touch up my hair and I will be back. I might throw a little topper on the lips for a little glitter, a little shimmer. Yeah, definitely going to do that. I will let you know what I use when I get back. All right. Talk to you in a minute. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this look. I don't know, is this something that you would rock for Valentine's Day going out, or is this something you would just do for fun? I really like the way it turned out, and if I wasn't wearing red on Valentine's Day, I might actually rock this look. I'm not hating this. This came out pretty cool. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notifications when I drop again. And leave some information in the comments. What do you want to hear next? I want to hear from you. I want to change things up a little bit. What should we talk about? In the meantime, stay magical, my unicorns. Bye.